So why the golden code is the best strategy in the market? That's why. You can see here the backtest result on TradingView with a 3% risk and a risk-reward ratio of 1.3 since October 2021. And we can see that the results are constant, because if you go on the replay function here, you can watch the result since March 21 until October 21. To join the community, please grab the Patreon link below, and after that you can see the result, the backtest result since August 2020 to March 2021. So you can see from August 2020 we were more than 60% win rate with a risk reward ratio of 1.3, which is incredible. Okay, welcome everyone. I'm here to present you the new version of the golden code and how to set it up with Finandy and with other trade system like Sucromos or Alternatron. I'm not using Sucromos and Alternatron, but I fixed the alerts, so now you can use it with the message of the alerts. I will just pass fast to the settings in the code itself, and I will show you the backtest results, why I optimized it like this to get the best result possible for more than 1.5 years, which is incredible. And I don't know many strategies that can achieve this kind of results, so you're welcome in the community. You can join us on Patreon and join us on YouTube and Discord. I will be here to help you personally to get the bot running. And what I saw is that there is no repenting, and there is incredible result for the last year and more. So let's do it a bit fastly. So here you have the start time, the end time, so just look at this to be sure to be inside the session. We don't trade during the weekend because sometimes there is swing, we don't there is low volume, so we don't have real trades which are accurate, and those days are losing a bit more than the rest, so we don't trade on those days. Basically, when you start the trade and you want to set up the alert, you need to because there is a quantity calculation to only risk a percent you want from your account, so you need to set this to enable and choose the exact moment you enter into the strategy. After you did that, you go on property and you set the initial capital you want to start with, and this will be you can update this every month or every weeks to be sure that your capital is the same than you have in your account, because it will calculate based on this capital the amount it will go on trades. So this is important, guys. So what do? We don't use pyramiding anymore. So for now we will use it again in the next version, I hope, but right now I need to set it up to improve a lot our gain, and it has to be things well, and I think there is a lot of potential to use this pyramiding function, but it has to be done carefully. So I will implement it in the next version. So right now we don't use. What do we use at the moment? We use a capital risk calculation. What this means? It means that in each trade I go in, I can lose 3% of my account. 3%, which allow me to risk only 3%, no matter the stop loss and the take profit I got, I will risk 3%. So this is an 8-year based strategy, and because of the 8-year, the stop loss sometimes is a little bigger, a little not bigger, but with the quantity we still risk 3%. That makes us win, even if the stop loss is bigger. We win and we risk the same. So the ATR is based 14, 2.2, and this is important because of the function I will explain you. We have a risk reward of 1.3, which is a lot. With this type of win rate, it's definitely a huge risk reward because it's more than 1, and we have 65%. So it's interesting. And what do? Is we add a request clause to confirm, which means in a trade, even if your stop loss is hit here, he's not, but if it was hit and the candle doesn't close on the stop loss, you don't lose your trade. But if it's touched this point, which is 30% more of this stop loss, your trade is lost. So you have 30% more in a big move with a secure stop loss here. But here, if you just touch it a bit and go down in your way, you get the win. So this is increasing a bit the odds, and especially in the past. So I like this function. We win a bit more money if we don't use it in this backtest. If you want to see, if I unlink this with 1.3, we are 63% win rate, and we get 1000% of gain. But here is a bit more shaker for me if there is a big swing, like a big high here, just a bit. You don't touch your stop loss, and you don't want to exit the trade for that. We have 7 strategies running together. Each strategy can be set with the EMA you want. I use Magic Trend. I like the way it does for my strategy, and in each strategy you can choose the crossing ADX point, 31 here, 40, 35, and is basically if your strategy is more sensible or not. You may need a bigger ADX to be sure that it filters bad entries. For example, the Kinski is a bit more sensible, so there is more bad entries. So with the 40 we avoid that, as well with the new MACD inverted 40, because there is too much thread, and if you put it to 30, this one, it will decrease too much the percent of win. Okay, so this one is set to 40, and everything we do here to improve the test, we do it in order to be as well as profitable in the past. One of the most important thing about my strategy, and I don't think you see that on many of the strategy, because all the strategy you can overfit them, make them tell to people that they are very profitable, but in fact, if you go to the past, you see the results are crap. There is a lot of strategy like this, and I really hope that will be that's. And I started the golden code to avoid this. I started the golden code to get a strategy that doesn't give bad results in the last period, and that's the most important. And I think we did a very good achievement here with the golden code, because if you go to the past, so here you have the result from the with TradingView Preview Premium. You have the results until October 2021, and when you use the replay here, you go to the first thread and you use the replay here, you can see the results to which are a lot back in time. So in March 2021, so from March 2021, which is more than a year, you have 200 trades with almost the same win rate, the same ratio, and 600% gain as well, which is incredible. And the best thing I can tell you, and I think you never saw this in another strategy, you can do the replay again to go further back in time, and where it shows you to be in August 2020. So in August 2020, the first trade in August 2020, you got 60% and 300% win with a 3% risk. So this was from the March 2021 to August 2020. So this is the further you can go. We can go back in the past more than this, but you can see there is a lot of win. There is a lot of win, a lot in big moves, and not a big losing streak. So yeah, lose happen, but still you win. 3 trades here with a good ratio. You lose 2, you lose 1, you win 2. You see, it's quite good. This is, I think, the better part of the trade, but it was here. There's a lot of win as well. And there is no repainting, so if you go to the replay and you start back, all the entries are in the same place. So the drawdown is always 20%, and basically that's it. So now, how do you build your alerts for Alternatron, for 3 commas, or for Finandy? I will show you how to build the alert for 3 commas in Alternatron. You use a message here. So is the message to open long, to close long, to open short, to close short? So when you want those messages, what do? You start an alert like this, and just have to put this, you see. So let's say I'm on 15 minutes. So let's say I'm on 15 minutes and I want to set up the alert. So I just put in alert, do this here, this crap, we stop alert message, and that will send the message to your web URL. You go in order field only, or you can put them both, we don't care, and we use that alert message, okay? And you go to create here, and here you don't forget you have put it to enable live. You have put it to enable live calculation, the date you start, and the risk you want, the initial capital you want as well, and you send the message here. So you copy paste your message here. For Finandy, we don't use this method. For Finandy, I will do it live with you because I have been coding too much my strategies, and I didn't have the time to be live myself, so I lost some money as well. Okay. I got 3 spectators, so welcome. Okay, so now I will set live Finandy as well. These are just alerts I use to test the alert because I put a big fix today, and because I had trouble to send the right 30% more stop loss to Finandy, because I want to send to Finandy a limit stop loss here and not this stop loss and use the close from Finandy. So what do? Here we go on alerts, we create a new hook. The hook is called USDT BTC Golden. The price will be ticker. The other side will be strategy, of course. We will use the close, so we will enable the close. The open will be strategy amount. The position side will be strategy. Okay, so you see you enable everything you enable on the left will be on the message. So you put the amount, the strategy. You put the average here because a little bit higher because the amount will be sent from the strategy. So you just have to have a leverage that will cover the amount that your strategy will send. That's all. You put the position side from strategy, the close. Now for the stop loss, will you enable the stop loss. And you enable the price of the stop loss and the other type stop market. Okay, stop market. So this is on Finandy. You enable the stop loss, you enable the price of the stop loss, and the price of the stop loss, you will put a placeholder inside the price. I will show you how. You do the same with a TP. Up. You don't need rearrangement, and what you need is to put the order type limit and the price. Let me see in this one. Okay, and the price here. So you put as well the price, 100%, and in this price you will put a placeholder as well. So you have the close, stop loss, TP, and the open. So basically, if the close of the candle send the signal to Finandy to close the strategy, it will close the strategy by TradingView. But if it hits your safety stop loss, it will close by Finandy with the limit order. Basically, is that with the stop loss, the stop market. Okay, so now you have your message. So you copy paste it, and at the time you will start an alert, add an alert, you paste the message here, and you will use wait, as I told you, don't forget I have $900. So what you should do is tell the golden code that you start to trade on the 28th of April, the 28th at 22 with 906 USD. Okay. So here I'm live. So now I can set up my alerts. Hop. And I will just get the placeholders. Just let me 1 second. So here. So in the stop loss, here in the price, you set up your stop loss safe because it's the one which is safe here. And let me check. SP venture. This is the green one. Yeah. So in the new version there will be not this 3, but I will put it the fix right away after the stream. So here you put your placeholder for the stop loss in the price, and here you put your placeholder order for the TP in the price as well. And here you can, I have sent them on Discord. Take profit is P1. Here it is. Okay. Okay, so here it will send the price of the take profit, the price of the stop loss with these place orders, and that's all. The amount is here with the strategy order contract, the ticker, the strategy action, and basically that's it. Don't forget, of course, to copy paste your webhook and golden USDT 15 minutes BTC. And you create your alerts. That's all you need to do. And now it should work. Okay, that's your new alerts. Our new alerts. Nice. Fine. So we have set up the alert with Finandy. So now if you want to go back to implement, you can do that and see the previous results. Okay. Okay, basically was that. Let me see if there's questions. Thanks for your attention. I will send the video online for the tutorials. I will tweak it a bit to make it more easy to read, and that's all. Thank you.